Yo, what's going on, friends and family? My name is Skylent, and yeah, today we're actually doing a real... this was completely unplanned entirely. I'm just gonna ramble at you. I'm just replying, basically, to the PewDiePie video. I'm not really kind of instigating him or anything. I'm not even really replying directly to him. I'm just kind of making a follow-up video to kind of reaffirm some things that he's sort of assuming of some other people, and I mean, he did himself, right? Like, the video's talking about, you know, forcing happiness, forcing hype and excitement in the videos when really the content creator's not being honest with their emotions. And this is actually a pretty fucking big issue now, what a lot of people call, like, content creators like me call them reviewers. And yeah, I have done reviews and stuff, but on this channel, I'm not exactly a reviewer. Over at Free MMO Station, maybe, but here, no, I just kind of show off games, and I'm hype and I'm excited because these are the games I like showing off. But there are a lot of people out there who will take money to hype up a game that they maybe don't like so much, or maybe they just do it, you know, because little kids like watching people be really excited and shit, you know? So they play shitty games and they just kind of act a fool and act all silly and stuff, and it's not real, you know? They're not really happy, they're not really having fun, they're just playing a character. Now, I will say, I am going to agree with PewDiePie. And even in the video, he said he did it himself. But I want to say that on this personal channel, on my channel, Skylent Games, I do not fake the hype. I do not fake excitement. This is not like a character I'm playing. It is my persona, and I'm personally having fun. I'm pretty raw with my emotions. And sometimes, you know, my emotions change. That's why one video I'll be like, yo, Paladins is kind of a copycat piece of shit. And then, you know, the next day I'm streaming it and I'm having a blast. Like, you know, you can have a change of emotions. And like, I'm not faking it. This channel is my personal channel, and it probably has taken so long to take off because I am kind of, you know, raw, and it rubs people the wrong way. But I have to admit, even someone like me who really fucking loves being honest, and even in like when over at some other channels though, you know, since they pay me money, sometimes I'm forced to kind of curve my emotion. So yes, even I sort of faked hype and happiness, kind of, because I just simply was forced. I was simply forced to. I had to, or else I would not have gotten paid. And at that time, I was kind of a starving artist. Okay, I was kind of not very popular because I worked for so many different people. So yeah, you know, I didn't make much money at all, dude. I probably would have been better if I just did my own channel. As you can see, obviously, from it taking off since I started doing it full time. Probably should have done that, but whatever. Anyway, so working with all these different channels, sometimes they would get a game, and there would be a stipulation with that game saying that you couldn't really say too many negative things, or sometimes they wouldn't actually tell me what was wrong because, see, I'm freelance. So I give the channel the video, and then the channel gives the publisher the video or advertising agency the video, and then they say if it's good or bad, and sometimes they don't say why. They just say, you just gotta redo it. And so sometimes, guys, one time I actually had to completely redo a video, and I just had to be super excited, super fun, and I had to lie, and I really did not like that. I only did that a few times, because maybe, I guess I was kind of in a learning stage. Like, I didn't know, maybe I was being too harsh on the game or something like that. But after about like the third time, you know, I kind of started getting a feeling. He's like, no, I'm pretty sure this company's games are actually bad. And they're just rushing out these games, obviously, since I did like 3 in like a fucking season. So maybe actually it's not me, and maybe they're just forcing me to be hype over a game that has no hype. And this is when I start to catch on, and then I stopped doing that. Anyways, luckily those channels allowed me to be myself from then on out, and for most of the time. But still, there have been situations where I was not able to really be the way I wanted to, especially since it's sort of like in a journalistic capacity, right? In some of these channels, like, so sometimes we have to do videos on games that we really don't want to do, and it's always a better video if you try to have fun at least. But luckily they started letting me just shit on the games. So I guess it's really just good to have energy. It doesn't have to be positive energy. It can be negative energy, and I'm glad that I showed that it can work. I mean, people like watching Total Biscuit whenever he gets super fucking cynical, right? And Jim Sterling, and you know, there's a couple other people that people watch almost for the negative energy. Like, so you can be negative. You don't have to be happy and and hypey all the time. And even on my channel, some of the biggest, stuff is going to be like the suck videos, or me talking about controversial items, me kind of shitting on games or comparing and contrasting games like that I think are just overall better, or how Paladins is very similar to Overwatch when it used to not be because it's kind of copycat, stuff like that. Those videos actually do well too, just as well as my hype videos. So I think there is room on YouTube for that, but a lot of people think it's very easy, and it is pretty easy. It is very easy to fall into the trap that just being excited, being hype, being happy all the time nonstop is the way to go, and that's kind of not good. And I think what PewDiePie was sort of stumbling around about, and I know I'm kind of talking about this from like a journalistic perspective and everything, but I'm also going to come at this from as a consumer, as a viewer themselves, and that's what PewDiePie is coming from. He's like it's not really good, for people to watch that. And they kind of get a misconception of not just the products or services that are being showcased, not even just the persona, but like people's ideas of what life should be like. They see and they watch these people who every single day are playing these apparently like fun games, and they're having fun, and their life is so cool and exciting. And why aren't they like that when they play video games? Why don't they react that way? There's something wrong with their life. Now, PewDiePie didn't come out straight up and say that. That was a very rambly video itself, but that's kind of how it is. That's the big issue there. Not just misrepresenting a game or a product or something, or having a persona, because people can have personas, people can have characters. That's okay. Jim Sterling has a shtick. Like, you can do that too, but the big issue is, like, okay, a lot of kids watch these kind of videos. A lot of kids are on YouTube anyways, man, or a lot of impressionable people, even adults, man. They come to YouTube to kind of live through the videos, or maybe they want to see what they want to do, and it's not just toward a specific product or service. It's not just a game. Yeah, they might want to pick up a game, but they want to, more than anything, feel a certain way, and they're seeing people just fucking explode and gush rainbows. That's not how life is, man. And I know it's kind of weird coming from me, because I'm the hype guy, right? I just hype up games, but that's because these are the games that I'm fucking hype about, okay? Dauntless coming out, Pray for the Gods, Absolver. I specifically look at unique games and I talk about them and I hype them up. I don't do a weekly news thing. I'm not journalistic. This is just me personally. I hype it up. I am personally excited, and I make top 10s so that we can help people find the games that they're really looking for. And across all that, even in some of my top 10s, you should see pretty fucking honest reviews. Actually, one of my most recent top 10s, which has a pretty good amount of dislikes, is me shitting on half the list. I did a top 10 list for MMORPGs. You guys remember that? For last year, 2016 as a whole? So I'm just talking about really, what are the good free-to-play games? Like, what are the legitimately good free-to-play games that are all across the board good? So I picked 10 of them that are probably the best, but the truth is that about 4 of them should not even be on a list, period, but there's just nothing else out there, right? And so basically it's a big commentary on how free-to-play MMORPGs fucking suck. Most of them really aren't that good. There definitely are some, and even in some of the like not so great ones, even in those 4 that I kind of shit on, you can still have some good times. It's just for most people, they are mixed reviews. They are pay to win, or there's some other mechanic to it that is just not really worth putting on a top 10 list generally. But, well, then again, there's nothing else to fill the spots, so there's that. Anyway, so I do like videos that are mixed, hype and toxicity. I just like to focus on the hype because duh. However, I'm not really, I try not to be fake. I just want to let you guys know that. I try not to be fake. I try to be extremely real. And some of you guys, right now we've got 21K subscribers, so most of you are completely new, and that's cool, and so you don't know that. But I want you to know that right now, okay? I'm not here. I haven't even used a fucking webcam in so long. I don't do fake reactions. I don't do fake scares or fake hype. I don't do that. Okay, I don't do that. I don't want to do that. I did it like very little when I was absolutely forced to, and I said I would never fucking do that again. And so I made my entire channel with that basis, that concept. I would show off what I want to show off, and that's why instead of working full-time at a different channel or something, and you can see this, you can actually see this. This happened to the guy who made Giant Bomb, right? He made a negative review on GameSpot, and then he got fired, so fucking had to go over, make a new thing. A couple of other places have done that. A lot of big channels have kind of changed and had a revolution where they thought, where they found out, I guess, that they would make more money through advertising versus actual views and engagement. So yeah, now they just cater to those those pay-to-win games and shit like that. So like that kind of sucks. But not me now. No, not me. No, we show off the cool shit because it's cool shit. At least we think so, and we try to have fun. Even if you don't agree with it, well, then that's me. It's Skyline Games, it's my channel. So I just wanted to say that, guys. PewDiePie is definitely right, though. A lot of people in a lot of channels, they try to just be super excited all the time, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're going to be doing a video every day, you know, you're spamming content essentially, and it's fucking like you're vomiting rainbows. You really should, even if you are making a persona or a character, you need to be very specific and event out your videos. You really, I don't know, man, don't try to do a daily vlog and just have your life all of a sudden be super amazing, crazy for views. I don't know, it's just fake. And eventually people will discover that and leave, and you'll have to find out a new shtick or whatever, and that's actually what you see with a lot of these channels. And you see it with PewDiePie's channel. He admitted he did that kind of stuff too. However, I don't do that. We're in the new age of YouTube where we are very self-aware. I'm self-aware of that. I have been because I actually did it over at another channel, so fuck that. We're not doing that here. Just want to let you guys know that moving forward, all the hype is real. I keep it alive. Hopefully you do too, guys. And I'll see you again next time.